good. Run right up against the edge of the corn. Getting her right up nice and close. This is coming a lot better than the first cutting, I can tell you that. And the mower's doing a nice job. We're clicking along about 6 miles an hour. Yeah, that's good. That end's all done. Looks pretty good. Now I gotta come up, finish this middle. Finish all this little piece in the middle and then on up and out. Well, that's the first part of second cutting rather. And this mower sure makes nice work of it. Even with all them goofy bebopping around, we're done in under an hour with that, which used to take us probably about 2-ish hours. So that American flag back there, man, his Old Glory looked good back there. Man, does she look good. But we're just bebopping back in, time for some dinner. There's all the first cutting, all wrapped up, looking good. Morning, everybody. We got it all mowed now. Now we got to get it all baled up. But we're over here checking cows this morning, make sure nobody's in heat. Breeding season is slowly coming to an end for us. Now we're just watching to make sure everybody that we bred is actually bred. But so we got to get moving. We're racing the rain today. We are going to get chased down by rain and thunderstorms that are moving into our area today. They're telling us by 2 o'clock it could be raining and storming. Guaranteed to be raining and storming by 5. So we got to get moving. We only have a couple acres. We baled a few acres. We baled about 5 acres yesterday. We got a couple acres to get baled up here this morning. Cows all look good. Don't need to call the breeder for this side of the road. Go to the other side of the road, see if we've got to call the breeder or not. But let's keep on moving because we got a lot of work to do. Short amount of time to get her done. So less talking, more working. Let's get moving. There she goes. Good deal. Last but not least, we got to get the most important brains of the operation. One talking, the tractor talking to the baler. Here we go. All hooked up and ready to roll. All right, get her revved up here. Go to our PTO. Get her up to where we want it to be. Get her in gear and start baling. There we go. All right. They are good to go. Lap number 1 around the field here. Here again, a little bit thinner here, but a lot better than what it was off the first cutting. So with all that nice rain that we got, oh, that was a godsend. Down here we were able to get most of this diversion ditch mowed again. So that'll make some really, really good feed there. As you can see, pretty thick and heavy stuff down here. So we'll make the corner here and start on this first. This stuff's pretty doggone heavy here. So as you can see, some of that's pretty heavy. Stuff is some pretty nice stuff over there. Pretty good quality. It wasn't too tall. It was tall, but it wasn't too tall. Well, now that we got everything baled, we have like a 35-inch bale in here. So what we always do is we either feed it to these ones, which as in these ones, I mean those ones. So you can see they got hay out rummaged everywhere here in the feed alley. But so what we do is we just flip it up and then we'll just push it all into them. You know, feed them for, I don't know, 36-inch bale. Probably feed them for 3/4 of a day. So I might give them something a little different, a little fresh. We gave the ones that we baled yesterday, the remainder of the bale, to the ones on the other side of the road. So equal opportunity. Throw it up in the air, like we normally do. Usually kicks it all out. We rubber down, and then we shut it off. We'll get out and we'll clean the whole baler out then. There's the remainder of it. So some of it's stuck in the baler, of course. There's the other part of it. And of course, the cows absolutely love this stuff. It smells amazing, which is exactly what we want it to be. Looks good. And what we do is we just before we do anything in here, lock it out. That way we can work in here and we don't have to worry about the gate coming down on us. It locks the hydraulics into place, so that way the hydraulics aren't going to move. That way we can work in here. We have to stay safe, especially when it's just yourself out here working. You always want to try to do the safest things possible. So here we are. Oh, some good green stuff in there still. Smells good. Smells wonderful. Which means them bales out there smell great, which is exactly what we want. Oh yeah, good stuff. Once that part's cleaned out, I get up in here and clean out the baler all the way. I just don't like leaving that because that stuff is still wet. I don't want it to get mushy. It should dry out in there, but as you can see, has all this stuff in here. So as with any old equipment, you always got to check things out when you're inside. And I noticed this belt here was starting to kind of peel. And I was like, how in the world is that happening? We have these spacers back here on this back row. As you can see, they bolt on here. And then it runs these, I don't really know what you call these, in between each belt. Well, that one finally wore through. So it allowed that belt to push over. So now it's just trying to cut that belt up. So we'll be looking for, getting online, looking for one of these to replace it with. And it just has a bar that, or a piece of round stock that goes through on the other side to help hold it. But we got to get that replaced because one, these belts aren't cheap. So, and the other side of the belts are actually in really good shape. All in all, they're all in pretty good shape. I'd rather keep it that way. So, it's just something you always got to keep an eye on things. These are good reasons why you get up, because these are kind of hard to see down on the outside. But you can see they're all starting to get pretty worn. So I think it's just time to get them all. That one finally broke through, and this must have just started today because I didn't notice this when I was in it yesterday. So I'm glad we found it. Now we got everything cleaned out for the most part. Whew, still a little stuff blowing out a little bit. Flip the lever down and we'll go put her away so she stays good and dry. So we're now unlocked so we can put it back down. So good to go. That way doesn't look too bad. Looking off to the north right now. Oh boy, it's raining up there, so we gotta hurry up and get the rest of these bales in. So that way then it's chasing us. We gotta get moving. As we're pulling on the drive, we're going to get more bales. You can see how dark that is over there. That's to the north right there. I see the moo-moos. So that is just skating by us, just by a wee whisker bit. So who knows, there could be another one coming right behind it. We don't know. So we just gotta keep moving. We only got 2 more bales on the field. There's our flag. As you can see, that rain just keeps running right beside us here. And who says they didn't make old tractors autonomous? Look at that. Nobody in the cab, just still going at it. If I was actually using both hands, it'd be a little bit bit easier. We'll go in just a little. And there she be. Oof. Sorry everybody, just shook the camera horribly. Now that all the hay is made off these fields, we're out putting a little top dress of manure on. We're not putting on real heavy, as you can see it flinging back here. Not real heavy, we're doing about 5 miles an hour, just making our way around. We'll probably put a couple loads, probably put 3 loads on this lower field here. I already put 1 load on the diversion strip. So, you know, it equals out to about a load to every 1.5 acres. Hey, kind of. It just depends on how fast I decide to go. But it's back there flinging poo. We're just making some circles around the field here and see what happens. Oh, it feels good to be making second cutting already. But that's the bad part about second cutting is summer's half over already. Oh well. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for sticking around. If you watched the whole video, I greatly appreciate it. We'll see you all in the next one.